Tell me about your best experience at Wausau East High School over your 4 years here.
I think my best experience has been participating in the IB program here. It's been a lot of work, and it's definitely not an easy thing, but I think the kids that I get to work with and get to go through these experiences with make it worth it. It's really fun. We're kind of like a little family, and I really enjoy spending time with them. I also enjoy pushing myself to learn harder. So I think that's my best academics experience here at East.
Now, some people who've heard other valedictorian interviews will hear them taking a lot of AP classes. IB is like AP but different, right?
Right. So IB is a little bit different material-wise. I think IB sometimes goes into more specifics on less material, but you also, for IB, need to do internal assessments, which are like separate projects. So for chemistry, for example, you would be doing like labs, a design lab, and then doing a write-up about your design lab. And then you'd have to do creativity, activity, service hours, as well as an extended essay if you want the full diploma.
So it's more like a full immersion kind of course.
Right. It's kind of like a school within a school.
So what IB classes have you taken? Because it sounds like it's so detailed that you probably can't take all or as many.
Right. So I've taken IB English, IB History, IB Calculus, IB Theory of Knowledge, IB Chemistry, IB Biology.
No, you've taken a lot of IB.
Yes.
So when you go off to college, you'll be arriving with a lot of extra credit, which is great because that means you'll take more electives or you'll have more choices to make when you get off to college.
Right.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to Stevens Point. I chose to go there. I got into honors there. I want to do medical school, so I'm trying to save some money now instead of spending it all now and then dealing with debt later. And then I'm going to be on the swim team there. So, yeah, I will be swimming there next year.
Tell me about your Wausau East swim experience, because the swim team is traditionally one of the great sports programs here at East.
Yeah, so it's been so much fun. I love my coach. I love my team. We've definitely learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself as an athlete. This last year was a really fun year. I got Swimmer of the Year for the Wisconsin Valley Conference. So that was really fun, a fun experience for me. But overall, it's been great. I've improved all of my times quite a bit and met a lot of people along the way. So.
Outside of the high school season for swimming and for some other sports too, there's no off season. You're always working at that, probably.
Exactly. Yeah, I typically swim all year round.
Right. So what are the challenges then of balancing athletics and academics?
Well, I would say that athletics actually kind of help, because when I come home from practice, I'm already in the mindset that I have to get going and work hard. Whereas if I don't have practice, it takes me a little bit longer to get into that homework feel. It's definitely difficult because swimming is a demanding sport. You need to have a lot of practice time if you're going to get better and do well at meets. So I find that I just have to spend a lot of times on the weekends, and sometimes that means sacrificing that extra time spent with friends. But I know that in the end, that's going to be really worth it with all the credits that I'll get for this.
Tell me about a teacher here at East that has made a difference, someone whose class you remember as a really good experience.
Well, I think actually it started my sophomore year. Mr. Engel was my chemistry teacher, and he was the first teacher at East that really pushed me to try a little harder, and actually chemistry is kind of the reason why I got interested in medicine. And that was kind of the starting point of my realization that I actually liked to push myself a little bit harder. And then going on from there, I have some amazing teachers who have taught me even more to push harder. But I think he was the first teacher to really make me challenge myself.
And medicine is such a broad field of study, and so many career
Right.
choices. Do you have an idea of what you'd like to do with the degree that you're working on?
Yeah, so I want to be an anesthesiologist, actually. I'm going to go to school as an English major. English is one of my best subjects, but with a pre-med, so essentially I'm getting kind of a double major. And then I want to go to med school to be an anesthesiologist, so that's the plan for now.
Did the time, the 4 years here, go by fast or slow? Or does it depend what class you're in?
Well, I would say that it went very fast. I can't believe that I'm a senior already. It's crazy to look back and realize that 4 years have gone by and how much I've learned and experienced. So,
That's great. Congratulations.
thank you.